It's Scammy season. Ever since Macklemore beat out Kendrick Lamar in 2014 for Album of the Year, and don't get me wrong, love my man Macklemore. But what? Ever since then, we've known. The Academy is a little sketchy. This year, I was pleasantly surprised for the nominees in the major categories, so today we will be organizing 4 big categories and some honorable mentions on an XY axis. We will be ranking these albums from most likely to win to least likely to win, as well as who I want to win and who I'd prefer didn't. Without further ado, let's get into these categories. This is Record of the Year. Starting off with the Beatles' new release. That's not something I ever thought I would say. I personally didn't really get into it. I'm sorry. I do love the Beatles. Obviously pioneers in their field. But how much more do we need? I personally don't really want them to win because I think there's a lot of better records that are new and exciting this year. So I think I'm going to put them more on this side. I also think the likelihood of them winning, considering who is in this category, who's nominated, I think it's a high chance. I think it's a high chance that they won't win. And that's okay, you know? I feel like they've won enough. Next, we have Billie Eilish with Birds of a Feather. Now, I did like this song. I'm not the biggest fan of this album. I do listen to it. I do like the album. It just feels like they're still demos. So I don't think I really want to put it on the I want side, really. So I think I'm gonna just a smidge on the I don't want it to win side. But the likelihood of it winning, I mean, she is a Grammy's darling. I mean, her first year, her debut album swept. I'm gonna put it at a comfortable level right there. I think it could go either way with this record. Taylor Swift. Let me preemptively say this. I love Taylor Swift. I am a Swiftie, okay? Don't come for me on my opinions here. I don't think this track is stellar. I don't think it's even the best one on the album. I get that that's the single she put out, but I think there were a lot better choices for singles on this album. There's so many good records in this category that I think with all the other records in it, I'm gonna put it a little past Billie. A little past. Likelihood of it winning though, it's gonna be pretty high. It's bound to be pretty high. We have Kendrick Lamar with Not Like Us. I live in Toronto, by the way. This was this beef was a natural disaster. I'll tell you that. Let me tell you, even the people here liked this one a lot better. I want it to win. I do want it to win. Again, I think there are more that I want to win than this one. And I think the likelihood of it winning, just because it's the Scammies, I don't think it's gonna win. I think that's a good place for it to be. Here we are with Texas Hold'em by Beyonce. Again, it's Beyonce. There's so many major players in this category that this is extremely difficult. I liked her country album. I think it was very different for her, and I think it shook some things up in a good way. So I do want it to win to a degree. I think we all know who I'm holding out for in this category. I'm gonna put it just before Kendrick. Just before Kendrick. And I think this album kind of pissed some people off. So I'm gonna put it just below Billie Eilish. Because I think a lot of people weren't happy that this record came out. You know, I think I'm gonna shift this. Because I think Beyonce needs to be higher, but I think she's gonna be under Billie. Okay. I think that's a good spot. Ugh. Chaperones, good luck, babe. We all know the year she's had. And it was phenomenal and well-deserved. And I love her. And she's had such a crazy year. Like, such a crazy year. I really want it to win. I really want it to win. So we're gonna put it pretty much all the way over there. Do I think it will win? I think it has a higher chance than Billie. I think we're gonna go. I think that's where we're gonna put it. Yeah, no, let's go a little higher. I don't want to say she's matched with Taylor Swift because it's Taylor Swift, right? And her record with winning awards the last 2 years has been absolutely insane. So I think that's a good spot. Last but not least in this category, Espresso, Sabrina Carpenter. Again, I really want Chapel to win, so I'm gonna put it just before Chapel on who I want to win. But God, these two tracks here, this is tough. I think I'm gonna put her at Taylor Swift level, and then just before Chapel for I want to win. Because really, like, her and Chapel were pretty neck and neck this last year, especially on the festival cycles. And they both dropped some incredible stuff. Granted, I think because Sabrina put out an album this year and Chapel only put out 1 or 2 singles, I think Sabrina has a better chance of winning. I do. I think I'm happy with this for record of the year. I think this is good. Yeah. Now let's get into album of the year. Starting off with Billie Eilish's Hit Me Hard and Soft. Again, I liked this album. I don't love how it was mixed. It feels a little demo-y. A big fan of her belting a lot on this album. But there's some other ones that I think I would prefer a little bit more. So we're gonna put her over on this end. And I think, again, I mean, she's a Grammy darling. We'll put her right there. Safe and snug in that little corner. We are back with Beyonce for Cowboy Carter. Yeah, and I really like this album. I think I don't want to say anything. I don't want to be controversial. I'm so scared of being controversial and pissing off fans. I didn't like some of her uses of the samples. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. My opinion literally doesn't matter. I think I'm gonna leave it right in the middle, because I think it's a pretty groundbreaking album. I think I'm gonna leave it right in the middle for my personal opinion. Do I think it will win? Again, I think I'm gonna put her a smidge behind Billie, because, as I said before, I think this album pissed off a lot of people. And I don't know how much I trust the Academy. So we'll keep those there for now. One is Jacob Collier's DeJesse Volume 4. I think that's how you say it. I'm not saying this for lack of discrediting his work, because I think Jacob Collier is a very proficient artist, knows exactly what he's doing, has incredible technical skills. It's just not my thing. It's not my thing. In all respect to you, Jacob, truly, he puts a lot into these albums. It's not what I listen to. So I'm gonna put it all the way over here, because it's just not my thing. It's just not my thing. I don't think it's gonna win, because, I mean, we have Beyonce, Billie Eilish, Sabrina, Taylor Swift. I'm sorry, Jacob. I'm sorry. And this is not for a lack of your work being great, okay? It's just, I think this is just what it has to be. The Tortured Poets Department by Taylor Swift. Again, I don't want to be controversial. I don't want the stans to hate me. I do like Taylor Swift, okay? I do like Taylor Swift, and I do like Beyonce, alright? I don't think this is her best album put out even in the last 5 years. God. I'm sorry, Taylor. I'm sorry. I think this album has a lot of honorable mention tracks. I just think it's I'll leave it at that. I don't really want it to win. I'm sorry. Do I think it will win? I think it has a high likelihood. So I think I'm gonna put it there. Okay, I think... Oh my god, this is starting to stress me out. I don't know why I did this. I should not have put my personal opinion in the middle of a stan war. Oh my god. Okay, Taylor, we're gonna leave you there. I'm a lyrics first person. Instrumental is kind of secondary to me, and I think this album is really good for that. I think I just don't see it as this cohesive piece in the way that I wish it was. Sue me. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Next up, Sabrina Carpenter's Short and Sweet. I am short. I wouldn't say I'm necessarily sweet, so, you know, she got me on the first half. I really like this record. Oh, I will say I haven't listened to it as much as when it came out, but damn, there's some hits. This is like pop perfection in my head. I love the dichotomy of this album. Some country stylings mixed with, you know, classic pop with a little bit of R&B undertones, I'd say. I think, Sabrina, I want you to win. I'm rooting for her this season, like, truly. She and Chapel, they're on the top of my list, and I think it's evident once you watch me put these in. Okay, I want her to win. And again, I think she has a really high chance. I'm going to put her above Taylor Swift. I am. This album's fantastic. It was hit after hit. We're going to leave it there. I'm going to move Beyonce up, actually. I think I'm going to put Beyonce there. This summer showstopper, Brat, Charlie XCX. Oh my god, this is so stressful. Okay, hear me out. I have a thought process here. Okay, let's start with if we think it will win. I'm going to put it above Beyonce. I am. Beyonce, sweetie, I'm so sorry. Do I want it to win? Okay, here's my logic with this, alright? I liked the remix album better than this one. That's my logic on it, alright? So I don't want... Fuck. I like the remixes better. I wish they had put that up for consideration, but... I mean, there's some club classics. There are. I'm gonna put it a little over. I think I'm gonna put it right with Taylor Swift. But I think I would want it to win more than I would want Tortured Poets. Jacob, I'm so sorry over there. Okay. This is like a space race, but for pop girls. Okay? This is insane. This is ridiculous. Oh. Chappell Roan, The Rise and the Fall of a Midwest Princess. Girl, I'm biased, okay? I will point out my biases when they exist, okay? I am from the Midwest. She's from about 30 to 40 minutes away from where I'm from. Okay? I'm biased in that sense. I want to see a lesbian win major awards. I do. I think that's massive, especially with the Grammys being like 3 weeks after the inauguration. I'm really rooting for this. I want to hear her speech. I'm honestly, I'm shocked that this was able for consideration as well, because it came out in 2023. I'd have to double check the deadlines on it, but I'm shocked that this album was available for consideration. Regardless, bitch, we're going all the way over there. We are. Like, if I could put it even further over, I probably would. Do I think it will win? I'm gonna even her out with Sabrina, because I think they've been neck and neck this year. Actually, I'm gonna move Brat up as well. These three girls, they ran this summer. They did. New Blue Sun by Andre 3000. all right? Oh my god. He's such an incredible artist. I mean, obviously there's a reason this is up for album of the year. I did like this album. I don't think I've spent enough time with it to really know a solid opinion. I should revisit this album. I don't think I have like a true opinion on this one. I'm gonna leave it in the middle on my opinion. Do I think it's gonna win? Andre, I fear we're gonna have to put you down there. Just with these 6 albums, like, I think, I hate to do it to him. I do, because I really like Andre 3000. Okay, I fear this is it. Song of the Year is more about the songwriting, so I'm going to be focusing a little more on what the songwriting is like in these nominees. Girl, Sabrina Carpenter's Please, Please, Please. I know a lot of people are shocked that Espresso wasn't nominated for this category. I'm not. Because Song of the Year is about songwriting, Espresso, lyrically speaking, it's not a strong song for this category, and I totally agree with why they put Please, Please, Please instead of Espresso. That being said, this is not my favorite track on the album. However, I do want it to win a little bit, but I think there's some phenomenal songs in this category. Do I think it's gonna win? I'm gonna put it right there because it's not Espresso. Simply that is why I'm gonna put it there. Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar. I mean, Kendrick knows how to move words in a way that I don't think most artists do. Hence the Nobel Prize, alright? I do want this one to win. And let me say that, take that with a grain of salt to the Canadian government. Please don't deport me for this, alright? I want it to win. I do. I'm gonna put it a little bit above Sabrina. Let's put it right there. Yeah. I think it's stronger lyrically. But I don't see it being a high likelihood of winning. But, again, I think the Grammys need to make up for what they did to him in 2014, alright? This beef was, like, actually insane. Back to Billie Eilish. And, you know, I was giving her a little grief in Record of the Year, okay? Because I didn't love the production of the album. I was giving her a little grief in Record of the Year, alright? I will admit that. Songwriting-wise, I think it's quite impressive that... I think her and her brother are quite impressive in the fact that they're pretty much the only people who work on these albums. So I want to give her a little extra credit there. I think it might be one of her strongest albums, songwriting-wise. Do I think it'll beat out Sabrina, though? I'm gonna leave it straight in the middle for what I think, because I don't have a huge opinion on this album as far as songwriting goes, so I think I'm gonna leave it in the middle for my personal opinion. I'm gonna knock her a little above Sabrina. And I think this might be the only time that I do this. I think that's a good spot. Alright, we got Texas Hold'em by Beyonce. Banger. This was also everywhere. I mean, all of these songs were everywhere in the world. Damn, this is tough. I'm gonna nudge it a little on my side. Because lyrically speaking, I don't think it's stronger than Not Like Us. Actually, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move Billie over. Sabrina, I'm so sorry for hiding you in the corner. Billie, you're gonna be a little bit behind Sabrina. I think Beyonce should be just a little bit behind Billie. This is a clusterfuck. Okay, I think we're gonna leave it there because I don't know. I don't know. Chaperone, good luck, babe. Lyrically speaking, I think it's insane that there is a song on the radio often about comp het. Like, groundbreaking stuff, frankly, for a gay woman. It's truly groundbreaking. I look so biased. I look so biased in this video. I know it. I'm I have to. I have no choice. Do I think it will win? We're gonna put it a little above Kendrick. That's what we're gonna do. Good luck, babe. Good luck, babe. Yeah. Shaboozie's A Bar Song, Tipsy. Please don't come for me on this one. I am from Kansas, alright? And when I went home, the 3 times I went home this year, oh my god, I could not escape this song. And I do want to give it a little credit because I think it's amazing that there are Black artists in country music that are succeeding in a predominantly white male genre, which, if you look at the history of country music, it doesn't really make sense. So I do want to give a lot of credit for that. But I don't like the song. Okay, we're gonna put it we're gonna put it here. We're gonna put it here. And Shaboozie, I really do hope you win something. I do. Because it would make sense. But I don't think he's beating this group. And I don't like the song. We're back with Taylor Swift for Fortnite. I'm gonna get crucified. I love her songwriting. I'm a speak now girl till I die. I'm gonna put it over here. Let's put it there. Okay, wait. Shaboozie, I'm gonna move you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We're gonna put her right there for me. I don't think this is a really, not even on the album. Like, I think there's so many more tracks on the album that are better. Songwriting and production, we're gonna put it there. I'm gonna put it above all of these because I think it's a safe choice for the Academy. I think this is a safe choice. It's a predictable choice. So I think the likelihood is going to be greater than Black country artists, a rapper, a lesbian. I think it's the predictable choice. Last but not least, Die With a Smile, Lady Gaga, Bruno Mars. If you know me, you know I fucking love Bruno Mars, okay? I love that short little freak. I do. I really do. Obviously, Lady Gaga, top tier always. Okay, I really do want this to win. Okay, I'm gonna put it there because I don't think it's the best out of all of these. God. I think it is also another safe choice for the Academy, so I think I'm gonna have to put it above Chapel. I think it's a safe, I'm gonna put it, actually, we're gonna put Taylor up there as a safe choice, and then they're a safe choice for the Academy. Not for me. I don't like what this looks like. I'm gonna be honest. I don't love what this looks like. Alright, well, I guess that's where we are. I think this is it. I'm gonna lock this one in. I'm locking this one in. Alright, moving on. We are going into Best New Artist. This is one of my favorite categories to watch because there's no rules, truly, in this category. It is kind of a lawless land. You know, there's people who have had careers for 10 plus years who are in this category, and then there's people who just started. There's Nepo babies. There's people starting from the ground up. There's every genre can be included. I think this is like the wild, wild west of Grammy nominations, and I think it's a good one this year. Miss Sabrina. I've been listening to Sabrina Carpenter since I was young. I once DM'd her in 2016, asking her personally in her DMs if I could take photos at her show. Obviously, it didn't happen. I did end up shooting her show, like for, oh my god, 5 years later, so don't worry about it. Sabrina, I love you. Listen, she's been working her tail off from that Disney Channel era forever, okay? And honestly, like, I know she doesn't like to recognize her previous albums before Emails I Can't Send, but I really liked those albums. Okay, those shouldn't even be, something I focus on, but I want Sabrina to win, alright? I want her to win enough. Do I think she will win? I think she's gonna be up there. I think she's a solid contender for this category. She looks gorgeous there. I'm so sorry. I still don't know who Teddy Swims is. And I think I'm at the point where I refuse to, like, listen to his music because he's been a mystery to me for so long that I think that, like, that's just what he'll remain. Like, it's just such neutral zone. Based on I'm just gonna leave him in the middle for my opinion because I truly don't have one. Because I still don't really know who this is. Just based on everyone else in this category, we're gonna put him a little bit low on the won't win. Okay, moving on. If I saw that man on the street, I would not know who he was. Alright, up next is Krong Bin. I think that's how you say it. This isn't a band I've checked out super deep. Again, so I don't have much of an opinion. I always think it's tight when there's a female-led band, so I'm gonna nudge them a little over to I want them to win. Simply for that fact. But again, I need to dive more into their catalog before I can make a real solid opinion. Again, based on everyone else in this category, we're gonna have to put them down a little bit lower. I'm sorry. Also, Teddy Swims, again, I'm so sorry. Moving on to Ray. I love Ray, okay? I am rooting for her so hard this Grammy season. Oh my god, I really want her to win. She's got such an incredible voice. Her lyrics are insane. Her backstory as an artist is insane. She's been through so much. I really want her to win. I'm gonna put her heavy on the I want her to win, but I think likelihood I'm gonna have to put her a little bit below the line. With Sabrina and a couple of the other nominees, I really don't see it. I don't see it happening. But Ray, know that I love you and you deserve everything good in this world. And if I was in charge, we'd all be winners. Benson Boone, it seems I've grown kind of fond of you, though there are no sexual urges or desires. You come to me as if we've picked from Papa's Orchard, whatever that tweet is. I think he's a cute little guy. I think he's got an incredible voice. I don't think there's a lot of substance to his music yet. I think he has a lot of potential. It's not my thing. And with who else is in this category, I do not see him winning. Benson, I'm sorry. I don't really want him to win. I think it's a bit mediocre. And I think it's a little too safe for me, for my opinion, for my standards. And I don't think he's going to win. I'm going to put him right there. Yeah. Sorry, Benson. Shabuzi. He had a great year. He did, with Bar Song. And I'm honestly, frankly, I'm rooting for him a little bit. I am. I'm going to put him a little bit on the I do want him to win, because I think it'd be a pretty groundbreaking win. Do I think he's going to win? I'll put him up a little higher than Ray. Simply because I think his song was more of a breakout hit. Chaperone. My girl. I think it would be, I have to. I think that would be a phenomenal win. I went from seeing her in a 150 cap bar to her basically causing safety issues at Lollapalooza within a year. I think this is just where it has to be. I do. I think that's how we're gonna have to rank it. Doechii. Doechii, save me, Doechii. Okay, I really want her to win. I do. I'm gonna put her like a little past Chapel because I think that'd be kind of a crazy win. I'm gonna put her above Shabuzi, but below Sabrina and Chapel. because I think Doechie's kind of blown up, yes, but I think she's had a little bit shorter of a lifespan in this blow up than Sabrina and Chapel have. I think they've kind of established themselves longer throughout the last year, and I think Doechie was kind of more at the tail end of the year where she really blew up. So I think that's where we're gonna have to put it. Bitch. Oh my god, I can't look at that picture of her anymore. I think we have to move on. I'm happy with this. Now moving into what I'm calling the honorable mention category for me. As much as I would like to, I don't really have time to go through every single category. So here's some picks from a lot of different categories that I am interested in. Starting off with Best Metal Performance. Holy shit, Knocked Loose. Knocked Loose featuring Poppy. I know it's not for the performance on Jimmy Kimmel, but if you haven't seen the Jimmy Kimmel performance of Knocked Loose with Poppy, Suffocate, oh my god, watch it. Live, national television, live, Pig Squeal. Holy shit. I don't even really know who the other nominees are in this category, and I don't really care to look because win. Dub. I really want it to win. I think it has a high chance. There are some big names, though, in that category. But this record had such a good year, and this song is so incredible. So we're gonna put her there. Knocked Loose, I love you. Up next, Romance, Fontaine's DC. I'm new to liking Fontaine's DC, so this one was kind of unexpected for me, this album to blow up this year. But, I mean, it's phenomenal, and love the Irish, right? I really want it to win, but you've got Green Day, Idols, Jack White, Rolling Stones in this category, so I don't know the likelihood. I think this is a solid toss-up album. We're gonna put it here. Yeah. Let's move it up just a bit. Yeah, I think that's perfect. You've got rock legends in that category right now. I'm sorry, Fontaine's DC. You're phenomenal live. That's where we're gonna put you. Doechie, Alligator Bites Never Heal. Denial is a River. I mean, phenomenal singles coming off this album alone, let alone the rest of the record. We're gonna even, tuck her off the edge because I want her to win so bad. I want her to sweep. But let's remember this is the Scammies. And Eminem is nominated. I'm gonna put you at Fontaine's DC level. I think she has a high probability of winning, but I'm 97% sure. That's 97%. For Best R&B Song and Best R&B Performance, I'm really into Coco Jones. I am. I think she got a little snubbed last year. I do. Here we go. Uh-oh. Banger after banger from Coco Jones, frankly. Her voice, insane. Girl, you came so far from that one decom. What was that called? This is so vague. I want to say it's Light 'Em Up or something. Regardless. Coco, I really want you to win. Again, this is my honorable mentions category, so just assume that I want pretty much everyone in this category to win. Do I think she will? I don't know. I really don't know. I haven't listened to about half of those nominees, so I'm gonna put her just a little up so I can have some faith in her, but I think that's where we're gonna put her. Best Pop Duo. I mean, you have Grammy starlet Billie Eilish and breakout album of the summer. London used it as their theme for the new year, for New Year's Eve. Brat, Guess, remix with Billie Eilish. Holy shit. I don't have any major opinions on Pop Duo. I just don't. I don't think it's a crazy category by any means. But we've got Grammy starlet and massive breakout. I want it to win. Yeah. I mean, clearly for Charlie Likes Boys, but she knows I'd hit it. Bar. I think it's gonna win. I'm gonna put it pretty much at the... Okay, we'll pull it down just a little bit because Taylor Swift. We'll pull it there. We'll put it there. I think it's a good choice. This last one is a dishonorable mention. I don't know what blackmail Chris Brown has over the Grammys or the Recording Academy. I don't know. That man is nominated for 4 awards this year. Like 4. And one of them is a Christian album. Huh? Oh my god. So for that, I made this little box here for jail. Jail time. Literally deserves jail time. Chris Brown, I hope nothing good happens to you. I hope you win 0 awards. In fact, I hope they take all of your awards away at some point. And a lot of other things. So Chris Brown is in jail, but I truly have no doubt that he's going to win something because, I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I will say honorable mention on the side, Morgan Wallen was not nominated for anything. Let's give it up. Let's give it up. Fuck that guy. I don't even want to ask you to let me know your opinions on how I chose because I'm terrified of stans. I'm minding my business over here, okay? This is nothing personal. None of this is personal. I'm a big fan of pretty much all these artists. So please don't drag me through the mud on the internet. And I think this year was a pretty good year for nominations. There's so many incredible songs and records and artists that are being nominated and deserve the recognition they're getting. That being said, I have very little faith in the Recording Academy. It is what it is. It'll be what it is. I'll be watching live, crossing my fingers and toes, specifically for Chapel and Doechii. Most of these artists deserve the recognition they're getting, so I'm not going to be mad with pretty much any of the winners of the major categories. Thanks for sticking it out this long, and we'll see how the Grammys go. So, yeah.